Okay, no and no. The game was a very intense game. Two really good sides with, I think, real challenges. First half, I think a lot of moments when there could have been a free kick, but the ref said today, okay, that's the game, that's allowed, and the softest touch in the whole game decides the game. No, it's not a penalty. It's a situation. I think it was Lorente with Virgil in the header. I heard meanwhile that Lamela was even offside in that situation with one leg, running into Virgil van Dijk. Virgil sees him in the last moment, is in movement, stops the movement, but still touches him. Lamela is already on the way down. Ref says keep on going, linesman makes a decision. That's how it is, that's what everybody saw. It was obviously not his day because the first penalty was one of the clearest offside situations I saw so far, or maybe there's a new rule. I don't know exactly, but I don't really know how. In a moment, I don't know who played the pass, but in a moment when the ball left the foot of the Tottenham player, Harry Kane is offside. And this situation never changed. Nobody touched it apart from Dejan. My defense put him offside. That's good defending. So you can usually leave the ball through, to be honest. But it was, and I don't know what they discussed this time. I would be really interested what the ref and the assistant would say about that. But it's not to change. So over all 90 minutes, yes, Tottenham had more possession, but mainly in build-up in their own half. We had more possession in the opposite half, so that was the game. They have their playing build-up, they have their wide formation. We wanted to press these situations, what we did, especially in the first half, in a fantastic way. It caused them a lot of problems. We scored an early goal, had a much more fantastic situation, crosses from everywhere, put them under pressure, but Tottenham is a good side, a really good side. So they had their moments in the first half and especially in the second half. We could have done better in the second half for sure, but it was a little bit. It was very intense, and they had the way they played. They changed not a lot in the second half. They put Ali on 10 instead of Eriksen. Then they brought Lamela as a second 10. That all are things. We saw and we had to react on, but they didn't create plenty of chances. They had, of course, a few moments, 100%. So that, how I said, they made a really good game, as my team did as well. And so at the end, it was clear it will be a close result, and that's what we got now, a draw, and we have to accept it.
Dave? Jürgen, I can tell you what the linesman said. He actually said if Lovren didn't touch it, it was clearly offside. If he does touch it, he is onside. That's what he actually said.
And did you already? Is that the rule? Really? That mean you agree or you are surprised? If Dejan Lovren plays the pass, so then it's no offside, of course. Then but he doesn't play the pass. He touched the ball in a very. And that's then the rule. That's a new situation. Look, at the end the ref is always right. Is that a nice life? What a nice life.
For the second penalty, the referee is absolutely right on top of the incident and in a good position to see, whereas the linesman is a long way away and in the worst position to see. So you must be very angry about the fact that
I am, but obviously I cannot change. So what's my job now? To create headlines, to get punished, to pay a fine, or what? But if I would say what I think, I would pay the biggest fine in world football. So, but that makes absolutely no sense. So we made a lot of mistakes today and have no problem with making mistakes, but it should not be kind of on purpose. You want to make the decision. If you don't see it, then step aside. So I thought in the situation with the first penalty they were discussing, and I saw the linesman only doing this. I have no idea. I don't know. That's what I saw. Body language. No, I didn't see it when John Moss asked him. So at the end, well, okay, and I learned something new. Now people will say I have no idea about football because I thought it's no offside. It's offside. No problem. But the second one. How is that? It's not about who is where. In the 93rd minute, you whistle a penalty when you are 100% sure. There were no incidents in the box when, apart from the Ali situation, when it was obviously, and it is clear in a situation like that the opposite side wants to go down, wants to cause these kind of problems. Then cool down, and but how is that? We have to accept it. I cannot change, and it's really hard to get, really.
When the referee's in the best position.
Yes, I think that, of course.
Must take responsibility.
But did you see the linesman? He was immediately on the way. He was sure. So I would love to blame the whole world, but I can't. I don't think I can blame John Moss. If somebody tells you I saw it 100%, they work together probably for a few months or years. And you believe him. And now they all have the problem, if they have a problem, because I think we will find a lot of people, they will say, yes, and here's the touch.
Paul?
Jürgen, can you assess Mo Salah's performance, and in particular the second goal, because people are comparing it to a Messi type of goal?
It was a fantastic goal. It was an outstanding goal. It was an outstanding performance. He was a threat the whole 90 minutes. That's true. How is that? I saw now this only when I passed a screen, I saw the stats, and it looks like Tottenham had the ball all the time, but had them really a lot in their own half. When we let them play first half, we were much higher. We played fantastic high pressure. To be honest, it was unbelievably good. We created moments, we created chances. We had the crosses. It was at the end a situation like cross Trent and the header from Roberto Firmino is not. You will not count it as a chance. It's not a shot on target. I don't know exactly how they count it. So situations like that, we had a few. We had the last situation of the first half, and Mo unfortunately passed the ball a little bit too hard for Sadio. Otherwise, it would have been a chance. We had Sadio in a perfect position when he didn't find the player. And so Mo, to come back to your question, scored both goals. The first one was so cool. Get a ball there, and then with or without goalkeeper, that's how it looked. Makes no difference. And the second one was outstanding. But it's really difficult to defend because I think everybody in the stadium, his teammates involved, thought he will play a pass, and at the end he did it by himself. What was probably in this moment the best idea. Now just when you think about, you have a few minutes before you have the penalty against you, where everybody was sure until a minute ago that it was offside. The players involved, they were 100% sure. That feels unfair. That feels like, what's going on here? You fight here for everything, and then they make a penalty like that, and then score a goal like this. So it felt quite good, but not long.
Dom, to finish, unless there's any
Just go back and something to clarify. You said the opposition wants to go down and cause these kind of problems. Did you think Spurs were trying to?
Look, I really don't like this. I know exactly what you want to do. I said what I said. Do with it what you want. No, yeah, but you try nothing to clarify. You write at the end anyway what you want. It's a situation when I say now it's not a diver. It's a normal reaction. I said it's a normal reaction for it's not clear. Ball is in the air and players go down. That's how it is. But you don't give a penalty in a situation like that. Make a story about that. I really would love to see it. And I don't read it, by the way, but make it exactly like that. I said Lamela made a diver. Wow. And now you look like I really said that. Is my English that bad? I didn't want to say in the first case, but you were waiting for it. That's what you want to clarify.
No, because you had the incident with Ali. Ali went down and was booked for a dive in the second half, and there were some other ones that were.
Obviously, a language issue. It was not a dive of Lamela. He jumped in the situation. He wanted the contact. He didn't look the situation back. He didn't even look the ball. Look the ball.
Any final ones, guys? Yes,
That's the story of the game, I'm sure, in your newspaper.
Go on.
Yeah, where does this leave those two teams? These two great performances today. These Where would you say these two teams are in their progression?
On a good way, obviously, so that's how it is. But at the end, nobody is interested about that. We have to deliver. We need to get results. It was a home game. We lost the first one. Now Tottenham has 4 points of us. That feels not right, to be honest. The first game they deserved it. Tonight, I think we deserved it. But that's how it is. Sometimes in life you need a little bit of help. If you don't get that, then it's difficult. It's how I said. They were really good, but we were good as well. And because of how the game developed and because of a few other circumstances, they were more dominant in the second half. That's true. They played in specific areas. We had to react on that. We tried to do that. We could have done a lot of things better. But in the first half, I think they were in a few moments really lucky that we didn't score. And the second half, it's not that they had chance after chance after chance. They had the ball and we defended it. And in the last line, especially, it was really good. But now, how I said, will be. Somebody will say Dejan Lovren made a mistake because he touched the ball in that situation, and so it was not offside. That's our world. Cannot change that.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.